Did I like playing Bad Spike with this? Definitely Bad Spike. I'm a gamer, and a friend asked me, he was like, you playing Infamous 2? Yeah, I'm playing Infamous 2. Are you playing good or bad? Well, I'm playing good. I like to be a nice guy. He's like, you idiot! We're both nice people in real life, man. Jesus, no one's getting hurt. Be bad. God. So I went home and I started the game again, and I just did the worst thing I could do at every point, and it was fabulous. And the same thing is true with acting. I mean, we all try to control our temper. We all try to not make that mistake and hurt people that don't deserve it. We spend so much energy trying to be nice to each other, and it's just wonderful in a situation where no one's going to be hurt just to release all of the jerk inside. Yeah, when you're a hero, you're always feeling guilty that you didn't do it better, or that you didn't save everyone, and you're always having to run from A to B to do it. So it's really tiring, and you have to dredge up guilt and everything. When you're a bad guy, you just lurk. And you wait for the hero to come running by feeling guilty and sweating, and you pop him in the face, and then you go home. So easy. So easy. Right.
How did you like working on Torchwood?
I hated that. I loved working on Torchwood, man. I had a theater company in Chicago and in Seattle, and we were a subversive theater company. Subversion really has a bad name in art. Most people think that subversive artists are trying to make the audience pissed off or uncomfortable, which is not really true. It's just a byproduct of what we're trying to do. What subversion is trying to do is to divest the audience of lies that we all get taught in childhood. Some of these lies are violence works, old people are boring, you can buy Christmas, and one of them is gay people can't be heroes. And Torchwood took after that unapologetically, like with a knife, just every week. And I was so proud. I was just like, baby! I remember I was doing an interview with the BBC, and they said, what do you think about the homophobic backlash against Torchwood? I go, we have a backlash. We have a backlash! I stopped the interview and I started running around the set, and John's like, we know, get back to work. But yeah, it was so great. It was so great. It was like on Buffy when we had the first teenage lesbian kiss. And everyone was so like, oh no, the sky is falling. You know, I was just like, I'm back, I'm subverting people like that. Yeah. What's up?
Since you're writing comics, is there any chance we can see more Bad Spike?
Oh, I gave you some Bad Spike. In the comic that I wrote, is there some Bad Spike? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a firm believer in flashbacks. Yeah, big time. And since actually I wasn't calling on you, but it was so pretty, I had to. You were also very pretty, so let's talk to you. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Frozen? And if so, do you want to build a snowman?
Yes, and I would love to. That was nice. I liked Frozen a lot. Did anyone see The Wind Rises?
Yeah!
Boom! That was one of the best animation features I've ever seen in my life. It's Miyazaki. Yeah, the guy who did Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke and stuff. And everyone's like, the critics are like, this is a beautiful film, but I'm a little uncomfortable because they're romanticizing the creator of the Japanese Zero. When in fact, the film is saying the opposite. The film is saying, can we help ourselves from being creative? This guy was obviously making something that helped destroy the world at some point in history. But he was a good person and he just wanted to create something beautiful. Can we help ourselves from destroying ourselves with the best of ourselves, which is creativity? And Sullivan and I, my son and I saw it, and as two artists, we just left the theater just going, oh God, I don't even want to think about that. So it was so deep, so wonderful. Yeah, back. Oh, yeah. Would I say yes or no to a Buffy Angel movie? Yeah, you know, this is the thing, you know, like there was a, we would always say, when is the Buffy movie going to get made? Because it took a while for the Star Trek movie to get made after the show came down. And they would all say, when do you think they're going to make the Buffy movie? And I'd be like, yeah, who do you think will play Spike when they finally do? Because, you know, you guys can age, you're humans, but this, you know, Spike, it doesn't age, that's the whole point. So, yeah, make the movie, and I hope the guy's good, you know. And everything. But without some serious special effects.
Do a cameo, don't worry.
Old Spike. Spike! All right, I gotta be fair. Yeah, what's up?
What was it like coming back for the homecoming episode on Smallville?
Yeah. That was nice to be back on Smallville. I thought they would never have me back again. My manager, Steve, got them to pay me the most that they'd ever paid a guest star in the history of the network, right? Wow. Which was great. But when they started having the other cast members play my character, I'm like, oh, you're saving money, aren't you? It's a smart move, actually, you know, because they've got a really good cast and they don't have to pay me anything extra to do that. So they actually had me back. I was like, oh, thank you, one more time. But I kept asking Tom, when am I going to screw you over, man? He's like, did you read the script? I'm like, actually, no. And he said, you know, you're a good guy, man. Just relax. You're a good guy now. Yeah, but that was fun. That was really good. That's a good, for a cast that is that beautiful, it's not even fair how nice they are. Like, you can't even hate them for being, you know, jerks. There's no out. They're just beautiful and nice and witty and charming. Horrible. What's up?
My question is, what do you think of Shakespeare Abridged? Because you're a big Shakespeare fan.
Shakespeare Abridged? What, like still Shakespeare, but they cut it down? Or Shakespeare like it's not even Shakespeare?
I'm actually very surprised you haven't seen it. It's 3 actors, and what they did was they took everything out of Shakespeare and made it funny. And they cut it down.
It's hilarious.
Oh! Well, look, man, I mean, humor has an acid test. If it's funny, so it's good. You know? Yeah, then I love it. If it actually works, anything that can get me laughing and forgetting my troubles and woes, of which there are many. No, I'm just kidding. I would say I love it. You know, I mean, in general, I'm a purist when it comes to Shakespeare. But we all cut Shakespeare. Anytime I've done a Shakespeare play, we've cut some things out. Like that doesn't, like, especially the humor. Actually, the humor doesn't work. It's all like topical humor. Shakespeare's writing like, they're gonna love this, you know. But 100 years later, no one knows who that guy is, and they don't get the reference to the jokes. So you always cut the jokes.
Hey James, big fair right here.
Just because you, for you, sir.
I was wondering if you could tell us what is the biggest difference being a villain on Y50 versus being a villain in Buffy or anything.
It's human.
You know, if my accent would have been better, I'd still be on that show. You know, who was it? Norman played my brother on that show. But he died after his first scene. He was in the helicopter and killed him off. But his accent kicked my ass. Because he had already perfected the accent for Lost Dog and Smoke a Barrel. So. I think, okay, this is the biggest difference. In Buffy, I was fighting stuntmen, and I was a regular. And I was like, you know, like a big part of the show. You know? So everyone was very careful. But on Hawaii 5-0, I'm just a guest star. And see, I am actually a stunt coordinator for stage in America. And the lead, whose name, don't kick my ass, Alex, great guy. He's an actual certified stuntman for film in Australia. So usually they don't let actors fight actors. When you see something on film, whoever at the back of the head, that's not actually the actor, it's a stuntman, making sure the actor doesn't hurt himself while he's trying to look tough. But with Alex, they let us fight each other. I remember the first day, Alex and I get to set. It's the first fight that he's done for the show. We're in the pilot. And the stunt team is like, okay guys, don't worry. It's a long fight. We're going to break it up into small pieces. So, but we're going to be very safe, and don't worry at all. You know, and I go up to Alex, and I'm like, man, have you ever done stunts before? He's like, dude, man, I'm bored already. Yes, I'm a stuntman. And they showed us the whole sequence, just to let us know what the day was going to be like. And Alex comes up to me and goes, you want to just do the whole thing right now, man? Just to watch him freak out? And I'm like, oh yeah, that would be good. We weren't set up for it at all. And we just kept, and the guy